Nepal, nestled in the Himalayas, is a beautiful country with a complex story. It has many cultures, languages, and a unique political landscape. This video will explore how politics, language, and culture are all connected in Nepal. We'll look at the history of these challenges and what they look like today. We'll talk about Nepal's political ups and downs, the challenges of federalism, and the tensions between different ethnic groups. We'll also look at Nepal's many languages, why some are more important than others, and what happens when languages are forgotten. We'll also talk about how different cultures live together, discrimination, and the impact of religion and globalization. Finally, we'll discuss possible solutions to these challenges. Nepal's politics have always been changing, like a rough sea. Since democracy began in 1990, Nepal has had many different governments. These governments are often made up of different political parties working together, but they don't always agree, and sometimes they fall apart. All these changes make it hard to plan for the future. Nepal is still dealing with the effects of a long conflict with Maoist rebels that ended in 2006. Even though the fighting stopped, the country is still healing. There have been efforts to address past wrongs, but it's been a slow process. In 2015, Nepal adopted a new constitution, a set of rules for the country. This was a big step towards becoming a federal republic, which means power is shared between a central government and different states or provinces. However, deciding which areas belong to which province caused disagreements and tension, especially in the southern Terai region. Nepal is located between two powerful countries, India and China. Nepal has close ties with India, but it's also trying to build stronger relationships with China. This is a tricky balancing act. In 2015, Nepal became a federal country, dividing power between the central government and different provinces. This was meant to give more power to different regions and groups, but it also created new challenges. Deciding the borders of these provinces caused tension, especially in the southern Terai region, where groups like the Madesi and Tharu live. These groups have historically been treated unfairly and want more control over their own affairs. Federalism requires sharing power. The central government has to give up some control and the provinces need to be able to govern themselves. This means training people to work in the provincial governments and making sure everyone gets a fair share of resources. For federalism to work in Nepal, different ethnic groups and political parties need to talk to each other and find solutions together. Language also plays a role. Nepali is the official language, but the constitution allows provinces to choose additional official languages. This is meant to protect different languages, but it can also lead to disagreements about which language is most important. Nepal has over 125 different ethnic groups, each with its own language, culture, and traditions. This diversity is a good thing, but it can also make it hard for everyone to feel united. Sadly, some people are still treated unfairly because of their caste, ethnicity, or language. Nepal has over 123 languages. Each region, from the high mountains to the flat plains, has its own unique sounds. But this also creates a problem. Nepali is the official language, mostly spoken in the hilly areas. Other languages are often ignored. Nepali is used in schools, government, and the news. This makes it hard for people who don't speak Nepali. They may have trouble getting a good education, finding jobs, or even accessing basic services. Children who don't speak Nepali often struggle in school. This can lead to them falling behind and facing more difficulties in life. The 2015 Constitution says local languages should be used in schools, but this is hard to do. There aren't enough resources, trained teachers, or books in these languages. Also, some people still think that Nepali is better than other languages, and this attitude needs to change. Language policy in Nepal is complicated. Nepali brings people together, but it also leaves some people out. This creates a gap between those who speak Nepali and those who don't. This is especially true in schools. Public schools mostly teach in Nepali, but private schools, often found in cities, prefer English. This means children from families who don't speak Nepali have a harder time getting a good education. The 2015 Constitution allows provinces to choose other official languages besides Nepali. This is a good step, but it requires a lot of work. Schools need books in different languages, and teachers need training. People also need to change how they think about languages other than Nepali. Many of Nepal's languages are in danger of disappearing. When a language is lost, a whole culture and way of life can be lost too. Nepal's culture is incredibly diverse, like its mountains. Many different ethnic groups, religions, and traditions make up Nepal. This is a source of pride, but it also creates challenges. In the past, some groups held more power than others, leading to unfair treatment based on caste, ethnicity, or religion. These divisions can make it hard for everyone to feel united. The caste system, though officially gone, still affects Nepali society. Dalits, a group at the bottom of the caste system, still face discrimination. They have trouble getting good jobs and education, and sometimes they even experience violence. Changing this requires changing laws and how people think. The different cultures and geographies of the hills and the Terai region have also led to unfair treatment of people in the Terai. The Madhesi people, for example, feel they don't have enough power in government and other areas. In 2008, Nepal became a secular state, meaning it doesn't have an official religion. This was a big step towards religious freedom, but it also caused some disagreement. It's important to protect religious freedom while making sure everyone is treated equally. Globalization, the increasing interconnectedness of the world, is changing Nepal, especially for young people. New ideas, technology, and ways of life are coming to Nepal. This creates opportunities, but it also raises concerns about losing traditional culture. Social media connects Nepalists to the world. Young people are following global fashion, music, and trends. This is interesting, but it also makes some people worry about protecting Nepal's unique identity. It's important to find a balance between being part of the world and keeping what makes Nepal special. Becoming a secular state in 2008 was a big change. It meant no single religion was favored by the government. This was meant to create equality, but some people felt it threatened their identity. Dealing with secularism requires careful thought. It's important to respect everyone's beliefs while making sure the government doesn't take sides. Talking about different religions and understanding each other is important. Education can help with this. Nepal is at a turning point. To move forward, Nepal needs to address its difficult challenges. Stronger democracy, good government, and fair laws are essential. The constant changes in government need to stop. People need to talk to each other, find common ground, and work together. Dealing with the past is important. People who committed wrongs during the conflict need to be held responsible. Victims need support and justice. This will help the country heal and move forward. Everyone should have equal opportunities, and language policy is a part of that. Schools need to teach in different languages, and there should be more books and resources in those languages. It's important to recognize the value of all of Nepal's languages. Unfair treatment based on caste, ethnicity, or religion needs to end. Discrimination is wrong. Laws need to change, and so do people's attitudes. Marginalized communities need support and a chance to participate fully in society. Nepal's journey shows the strength and spirit of its people. The country is entering a new era, full of both hope and challenges. Embracing its diversity, promoting inclusivity, and strengthening democracy are key to a successful future. Nepal's mix of cultures, languages, and beliefs makes it strong and unique. By addressing past injustices and inequalities, Nepal can build a fairer society for everyone. It's important to celebrate differences, find unity in diversity, and work together towards a common goal. As Nepal moves into the future, it needs to create a country where everyone has a chance to succeed, where differences are celebrated, and where the lessons of the past help build a better present.